Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to yet another look at Shadowveil Legend of the Five Rings. About a week ago, we took a first look at the newest demo for this game during the Steam Next Fest, and as of tomorrow, March 4th, 2025, this game is dropping a full release. A game that is being made by my good friend Sebastian, and of course a huge team, both in heart and mind, of individuals making this wonderful game. You can get it with the link down below in the description. There should still be a free demo. I guess if you're lucky enough, it could still be on the Steam Next Fest. I'm not entirely sure, but it is certainly one I enjoyed taking a first look at in our live stream, and you should go back and watch this stream. It was absolutely hilarious. I was fighting ghosts, screaming Dan Aykroyd's name at the top of my lungs, a Ghostbusters reference, but still, it was outstanding, and the dev team was there to help me out a little bit in terms of how to use items and other things like that, and so I'm here to show you a little bit more about the game before it's released tomorrow, hype it up, and thanks to them again for sponsoring today's video and sending over a key, and a big congratulations to all of them in releasing a game, and of course to my friend Sebastian for working so hard to get to this point where he's releasing a game. I'm very proud of you, brother, and I hope to see you very soon again in Sweden. A tremendous friend of mine. We've been friends for probably over a decade now at this point. It's one of those friendships where I've lost track of it, but his passion for gaming has always been there, working in the mining industry for a while and working with systems related to mining and computers and other things like that, and now working to make a game. And I enjoy it. It's really fun, and I'm very proud of everyone involved. All right, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and take our first look at Shadowveil Legend of the Five Rings in its newest demo. You may have already seen it in a live stream format, but this is just a video, and tomorrow we'll be live streaming the full release of the game too, so you can see all the differences between the demo and the full release, which shouldn't be too many. I mean, they've really polished this one up nicely, and I'll be streaming it all day tomorrow, so you should definitely check it out. I'm really excited to take a look at it live, but for now, let's take a look at just a little glimpse, a taste of Shadowveil Legend of the Five Rings. Let's go!
The great clans are all vying for dominion over their wounded empire. While they bicker, the terrors of the Shadowlands tirelessly claw at the southern border. For 1,000 years, the Crab Clan alone has kept those horrors at bay. For 1,000 years more, their wall must stand.
Oh yeah. You actually might recognize that voice from the Batman series. The narrator right there was Lucius Fox, I believe, is what I was told from that series. Another great thing about this game is the music, the voice acting, and all of the art design is very pretty too. We're going to play the tutorial and take it from the top.
Samurai of the Crab, listen up! Do any of you see the ancestral war banner of the Hida up there on the wall? No? That's because while you fine folks played samurai dress-up last battle, a goblin scampered up the battlements, snatched our banner, and ran off. We don't want to be known as the samurai who lost an ancestral relic to the Shadowlands, so listen up. Here's the plan. We find that goblin, squash it like a cockroach, snag our banner back, and never mention this to anyone, ever. We'll be back before the sake has dipped below lukewarm. That's a promise. Let's move. Ah, a few strays. You, fight these goblins with me.
So a kind of a turn-based roguelike game with a lot of different material collecting and upgrades. We're playing here with the main character for now,
Drag yourself
Hida.
over here. The sooner we get rid of these beasts, the sooner we can get back to the watchtower.
And he's getting sassy, so we better do what he says. We can put out 2 units. We'll put out a ranged unit here and put it right behind him and start our battle. We're deployed 2 of 2, but we do have a Ronin with us as well.
Show them the strength of Caillou steel.
Get him, boys! Goblins didn't stand a chance. Crab victory! So we're playing as the Crab Clan. So at this point, if you watch this far into the video, I want to see some crabs down below in the comments section. Let's get it going. It should be like a seafood restaurant down there. And if you're not doing it, get doing it. And glory to Raptoria as well. So at the end of the battle, we get kind of a post-mortem as to what happened during that fight. And our archer there got 3 kills and dealt 195 damage. But our leader there, Hida, got evaded 1 time. So he was able to dodge an enemy attack. Good for him. Keep going.
What do we have here? Mokuna's tincture. Ugh, can't drink that, but could be useful in other ways.
A lot of care put into the card design, too, I've noticed. You know, the background, I don't know what you call this perspective, but you can actually kind of look through the card as if you were peering through a window. So there's a lot more to this than just, you know, a card is kind of made of wood and, I don't know, it has some extra detailing to it that I immediately noticed when I started toying around with the cards. We also have here an important material, smelting stock, which will be used for repairing the gate and then spent as a currency back at base whenever we either retreat back to our HQ or whenever we, you know, die to death. But that won't be happening, surely not.
And I nabbed this map off of a scout. Heard him say something about a goblin nest near the mountain pass.
Alright. Well, we're going to work our way forward then. We're right here, the little crab symbol, that little playing piece, like something out of D&D. We're going to push forward, and now we see that there's some goblin rushers there, and that there's some rewards associated with that. And then at that point, we can either go north or south to get additional materials for Jade, and it just depends on what we're going to do. Jade then is used to make camps along the way, and then we'll be able to heal up before the next battle. But they'll explain that. Let's get to it.
I've seen this type of goblin before. Get up close and personal with them, and we'll have the advantage.
Alright, we're going to also do a ranged attack from back here, and I'm going to try to stay in cover a little bit. And we should have some additional cards to play too, perhaps. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we may have. We may have already plugged that in too. But anyway, let's start the battle. Not too important at the moment. Oh, they want us to inspect the unit there. So that's a ranged unit. And we can also hit shift to look a little more deeply into the details. Nice.
More of them, huh? I could
No.
probably use Mokuna's tincture against these beasts.
Ah, now we're going to plug the card in. Perfect. I had my instinct of doing it right away. But yes, even before we hit start battle, we should be able to plug cards in and move them around. So these are our card slots here. And then we also have items, too, that can be plugged in. And usually it's your hero character. But the others can be upgraded to be almost like heroes as well. Very powerful. They can carry items and then get more abilities. So everybody can kind of be a little more customized. But there is some RNG to it, so you got to be lucky. You can be the best player in the world, but bad luck will certainly punish you more than anything. Okay, let's go back and start our battle.
My aim will be true. The chunk was soft. The chunk was soft.
Good work. Alright, let's continue. Now we get to pick an ability.
I don't understand this ability at all. Where's that witch hunter I sent for?
So this is locked by class, so I believe our character right now is a samurai, and the other one was a archer, and this is for a witch hunter. But there's plenty of other classes. We got like berserkers, I believe. That may actually be our class, and there's ronins and classless ones too. So quite a big mix. We can actually see them up here. We got engineers, exorcists, scouts, tacticians, witch hunters, classless abilities and items, as well as the berserker I did mention. Let's pick whichever one seems more interesting. Let's do the one with more damage. 70 damage to a target. And this is Fortitude, which is essentially our XP, and will level us up throughout the battle. And then there's our ability too, which we've claimed and collected. Now we got to pick a boon. Command points are very important as well. We'll be able to put more units out on the field, and they luckily explain that to the left. And then we also can heal a unit, so the character taking the most damage right now is our commander. So we'll go with that and heal him up. Alright, I think we'll go ahead and go low. There will be combat here too, but I'm not sure which units to expect.
You got here in your own time, didn't you? Since you're here, call upon the elemental spirits to toast these pests, will you? Hells, use that cinder step mastery you went on and on about back at the wall.
So at the start of some of the battles, we do have some special little areas where they can start. These hexagons here give us a special ability. So this one is an Elemental Spirit of Fire, which will gain a plus 40 attack for the combat, and then also a plus 40 defense here. All different names like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and continue on. Anybody like that band? I sure do. Go with that one there, and there, and there. Let's see what happens. I believe these two are... Actually, wait. Do we have our Witch Hunter? Ooh, can we plug a card in? Yes. That's who came out of the woods to the left. I thought it was one of the archers, but go ahead and plug them in here. And mix things around a little bit. There we are. Alright. Let's give it a... Actually, we'll put them behind the barrel. Shot. Go.
Air, fire, water, and void.
Nice dodge from the Witch Hunter. Minimal damage and an insane movement on the battlefield. Crazy. 199 damage from our Archer. Mitigated 4 damage from our Guardian here. And Shadow right there, of course. That's why they're called that. Or that's why they got that ranking. A crazy evade all the way to the left side of the map. Very well done. Alright, collecting our rewards. We got a Jade. That's good. And a little bit of smelting stock. So that's important.
Enough work for today. This jade means we can stay in the Shadowlands longer without becoming tainted. Let's make camp here and settle down for a few.
I thought we were going to go back for the sake. I'd rather do that. Alright, let's set up our camp then.
Just missing a bottle of brew and fortunes and winds dice.
Nice.
Don't forget about your duties. This jade only buys us enough time to perform one, so we need to make it count.
We have two options up here to restore any of our living units up 80% of their maximum health, and we can also call up reserves too. There's our duties where we can then increase our command point temporarily by 1. So that will let us deploy even more units. Very wise to use that before a boss battle, or again, remembering to hover over the battlefield beforehand to see what's there.
And ready to get that banner back.
All right, let's get that banner.
You're the oversized brute who swiped our banner, huh? Poor choice, my friend.
I hold human flag. Mine!
Samurai, cut this goblin down and victory is ours. Tonight we celebrate.
Indeed we will. All right, let's put our big boy here. And we'll put our archer back here, I think. So we can deploy everyone, so important to do so. And we'll deploy those two there. Give it a shot. So, yeah, we got our big old boss battle here. Big boy needs to go down, but he's got a couple of friends to support him. But we should be able to take it out, no problem. I hope.
Aim will be true.
You're in over your head, goblin.
First try.
Dead!
What? That sound. Hida. To arms. Defend yourself. Don't let it die. No.
Oh, we died. I didn't expect that. No, I did. It's a scripted death. But what was that laugh at the end? That wasn't the goblin. Suspicious.
You sure this is the right place, little brother?
According to the map, this should be it. The Watchtower of Wistful Strife. Why?
Stop burying your face in that scroll and look at it. Check this guy out. Asleep. He reeks of sake. This is horseshit. This is where they keep Kayu Ishino's legendary warhammer? It deserves better.
These fortifications are crumbling. What happened here?
Ah, the ancestors are smiling down at us. Sukune, Awushi, welcome. I hope your travels were uneventful.
Lord Kuniyori, It is a great privilege to be summoned by our father's most trusted advisor. Your summons did not mention a cost.
And I heard the Hida war banner is here. I've got to crack some goblin skulls beneath it.
I am afraid I bear terrible news. The ancestral war banner of the Hida has been stolen.
The what? Who? Who took it?
It vanished during a skirmish with the Shadowlands. The Watchtower commander organized a patrol to retrieve it, but he has not returned.
Hold on. Our ancestral war banner is in the damn Shadowlands? Where'd this commander go? I'ma rip his head off!
The Crab Clan requires one of you to take over his responsibilities here at the Watchtower.
And one of us needs to mount an expedition into the Shadowlands to find the patrol?
Your mind is sharper than the finest blade, young Hida. I trust the two of you will solve this problem for our clan, as does your father.
Nice. Now we get to pick our main character for these future runs. We have Oushi and Sukune, who have different play styles. The one on the left kind of favoring a little bit more heavy melee, I think a berserker class. And then on the right, I haven't actually played as him before, so we're going to go with the one on the right, and we'll probably do so in the live stream too. But cool tattoos, great character design, and their voice acting is
I'll
outstanding.
take on the Shadowlands. Everyone else better get out of my way. My warhammer doesn't discriminate between rib cages.
The Shadowlands call for more than brawn. They demand tactics and foresight, which I have been told I possess.
Very nice. Let's go with him. Chapter 1. The War Banner. We have a main objective, and then eventually we'll get side objectives for each of these runs, let's say. It's a roguelike game. We are supposed to usually die or fail. It doesn't have to be that way, but statistically it might happen.
My affliction may weaken me, but I will not forsake my duty. Let us repair the gate and depart. Oushi will act as Watchtower captain while I am away.
Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and repair that gate. Then we have 5 smelting stock. In order to do so, we'll eventually build a barracks on the left where troops can train, and then we'll have additional things on the right to help us when we find that, well, who we're looking for shortly. Let's repair.
Good work. Now, all I have to do is find that missing patrol and our banner.
All right, we can select a group to go in to battle with. We also have upgrades which we can spend jade and other resources on here. And so we have things like different types of techniques and the ability to practice formations, give an inspiring speech, etc., etc. All our resources are up here. So we have political capital, smelting stock, relics, goblin skulls, scrolls, and obsidian, most things in which we can find out in the field. And, of course, the ability to embark with who we'll bring now, which is our 2 Ronin. Okay, let's go. So we're trying to look for a missing scout, find a message, and then we'll gain political capital after that. We have to find Kune Haruka and reinstate her as emissary back at the Watchtower. That'll give us the political capital we need, then request more things. Act 1. River of the Last
You have
Stand.
always done your best work from behind a bulwark. Now, you are the wall.
Time to be the wall. Alright. So, no matter where we go, we have to start here on the left, so let's do it. Get those crabs going!
Everything about this place is wrong, but we must get through it.
Okay, let's see. A couple of enemies in the upper left corner. One enemy, actually. Looks like us up there. I think we'll deploy him up front. And we can right-click our units to open up orders. Genius maneuvers. Or remove all. We'll go ahead and let everybody kind of do their own thing.
That spot plays to your strengths.
Oh, yes, of course, we can only do 2 so far. Go.
The fortunes favor me.
Yeah, pretty easy. Let's continue. A little damage. That's always going to be inevitable for most units. And then we can go with one of these 2 decks here. I believe this is the Tactician, and I'm not sure what that one is yet. We'll go with the one on the left because, judging by what just happened, we're probably going to play with a little bit more statistics and tactics, too. We are the wall. Indeed, we are. Heal an ally. Heal an ally. Oh, here we go. Healing up. I'm all for that. Beautiful. And a little smelting stock, too. Alright, let's go maybe south and get an item. That's an item available down there. So let's do it. Now we should be able to go into our inventory before we check things out a little bit. For each deployed unit, add 30 shield to all allies. Wow. So we'll get 2 of that. And we can also combine elements together, too. So we can combine cards that are similar or exactly alike in order to kind of like forge them into a modified card. Kind of an upgrade in a way. So we can do that with items as well. So cards and items can be upgraded. Let's also do a field medicine for this other Ronin. And we'll deploy them both. And I also like this view here all the time, so I know who I'm deploying. We'll put both these guys here and see how we go.
Formations.
You'll be able to hear in just a heal in a moment, right here. Nice, good.
Failed.
A victory. Okay. Cutting through quick. Alright, then we have some items here. We have plus 10 EP, plus 10 ATK, and 100 HP. Let's see, I think we'll go with attack speed. And gaining a few more items. Mine now. Okay, let's modify before we forget. Swing over to items and pop in that attack speed. And we'll leave everything else as is. We could also give this guy an item, but I'll wait a little bit before we do that. Hopefully I don't forget. Another battle looms. Plus 40 attack, that might be good. Go ahead and put him there for that, and we'll get our healer out too. Start the battle.
Follow the plan.
Nice healing, nice damage. Very well done. And a last second heal. Beautiful. More rewards. Claim. Pick one boon. I think I would like to go for... I want to go for another item, honestly. But I know command points are so much better to get those abilities out on the field. We can also give one unit plus 10 CDR. Nice. And we can also use some of those command abilities and things like that. We'll do that in a bit. Okay, let's get all these units ready to go. Heal an ally again. Oh, we'll have to use this with the... I think this is the Tactician tactic, but we'll use the Tentacure, which is good. Yeah. The battle again. Oh no! Dan Aykroyd saved me.
We are definitely on the right path.
Oh, these damn ghosts. Okay, well, let's just... These guys... Not great. They're not great. These ghosts are mean and brutal. Oh, and they got me cornered, our third character. Oh, actually, he's throwing the Tentacle, though. Getting up on the heel. I think we will lose a unit here. These guys are horribly mean. One down. Could be the end for us. These ghosts are horrible.
I was so close.
Don't think we're breaking through on that one. So there it goes. The end of the run. But it's not really over yet. We could also retry, but honestly, yeah, the ghosts are very fun to toy around with. But regardless, we have a few of the smelting stock to bring back, and we'll abandon the run there. And also, we're playing with a new character, too, with a new class, so I have a bit to learn on that. Alright, back we go.
The ancestors, they rise from the dead out in the Shadowlands. They rise against us. Something must be done.
Ancestors? What, like corrupted spirits? You should get an exorcist from the Falcon clan in your squad.
An exorcist would know how to deal with spirits.
See? I give good advice too, sometimes.
Okay. So, we can repair our barracks. Magistrate and the emissary will come along when we find that emissary out there. I think we might be able to repair this now. Okay. We should be able to unlock that, I believe.
With the barracks rebuilt, we can start training our troops again.
Alright, good. Okay, so then we can look a little bit more closely at our character, their abilities and items, and then also do the same with each and every one of these little characters here. And I think upgrading them also changes their class too, so Ronin will become... well, actually, sorry, I keep calling these guys Ronin, but they are samurai. And I think of them as, when they get upgraded, they become berserkers, and you know, other classes can unlock more abilities and things like that. So here's our berserker here. So samurai, berserker, and tactician, they are a little different between the three, but more focused on melee, as we see here. We also have an armory where we can spend scrolls and also more of that smelting stock for things like additional armor. And like here we have the lucky charm. Is that a crab? Get those crabs going down below. Let's go. Okay, let's go back into the fight again. No surprise that I didn't do so well in the first run. Even after all my experience here, I was not surprised to see the ghost absolutely shred us. Alright, it's like deja vu, isn't it? So the goal is not necessarily to get all the way to the end. It definitely is the goal to get all the way to the end, but it is also valuable to complete a secondary objective and then retreat back and kind of pack up with most of your gains and hit and run tactics against the enemy. You don't always have to do things in one swoop. It's an ongoing war in a way, and getting your troops XP and getting out with materials, living to fight another day is a great idea against the enemy. Let's go with the air ability, and we'll bring out our other character there. Let's go. So remember, we lost all the things that we gained in the last run. Nice.
To make Father proud.
Simple, easy warm-up. Simple, easy warm-up. Let me go with more of those heal abilities and such. Oh, something different now. Battle formation, cut. And I am the wall too, gaining a shield. And of course, Boo as well. Something I've not mentioned, a little bit of a currency. I'm going to go south for the cards. Another thing we could have done before facing the ghost is I could have camped and maybe even, I think there's an option to scrounge for items. It's random, but it could have also helped us there too. A lot of different things we, coulda, woulda, shoulda in a game with a lot of hindsight, but that's kind of how these things go. Okay, we're going to pop some abilities here. I need to actually go back, go here, then do that. Okay. Let's see. More damage to the target. Let's go with the ability here, and Not the tincture, but the shield. Let's try to keep our units alive. And then let's deploy a little closer together against this guy. And we can create a rally point for our forces to try to muster towards if we need to. Let's give it a shot. Interesting. So it allows us to flank the enemy differently, and if they had like a large AoE attack in front of them or something that was a huge swipe, we could have one unit go in front and maybe one going back. So we do have a little bit of control over these guys. They will automatically attack for us, but everything else is up to us. We're doing all the planning and the prep work of preparing the troops for battle. Warrior's Resolve, heal an ally, damage to a target, more shield. We go with the Warrior's Resolve. And fast forward through all that. Next, an item. Okay. We do have the Warrior's Resolve for healing. Ah, but check this out. I didn't notice this until now, but yes, Cut is the main ability of our character. We can add this 14 plus 10, and together it'll give us a plus 5 attack speed, and then the other bonuses below. So we'll get a 15 damage to a target, and then apply wounded as well, and a few other things. So there's us combining cards. And again, remember, we can do this with items. Alright, good stuff. I think that's it for now. Better than before. What is this back here? And then let's have our units rally here. We want them to come to us if possible. Wow, we made a nice line there to cut right through them. Perfect. Very quick. Yeah, so controlling that character there and having him flank around, pretty good. I think we'll go with armor this time. It seems to have been beneficial to me in the past. The longer characters are alive, the better. I wanted to try something different, but armor might be the way to go. If they're not dead, they can keep doing damage. If they're not dead, they can keep healing others. That's really important. Ooh, another ability, but I'll go with the command point. And getting 3 units out on the field early is incredibly powerful. Then they can all get XP, and they can all use their abilities. Oh, the emissary. That's who we're looking for. Oh, and then of course we got to jump to 3 hoops here. Oh, we got 4 corrupted spirits. Okay, so we're going to have ghosts to fight. That's going to be fun. Alright, before we do that, let's go back and check abilities. We'll first use the item there, then back to abilities, we'll use the tincture, and then we will deploy on the first. Ooh, quite a few enemies here. All 3 in the back here, and let it begin. Ooh, nice wounded. Wow, big AoE damage on that wounding. And big damage to our allies, too. Alright, so now, because we're about to fight the ghosts, which, by the way, I should explain another mechanic, too. There are certain, paths that we can take that are somewhat obscured, and if we don't know what's ahead of us, we can use this scouting ability to be able to see ahead. So in other areas of the game, we should be able to use this to kind of scout what the next couple of moves are to prepare on if there's a fork in the road, which way to go, and also if there's certain enemies that are ahead of us, we might want to focus other abilities or something along those lines, depending on the situation. Now, I was thinking about camping out before the ghosts and healing all of our troops up. That's important, and we can go ahead and do that if we fail here. I believe we're going to fail, and I want to camp and try to find an item. And in order to do that, we have to do that before we got to this point. Is this blocked by brambles or something? Okay. So what I want to try to do is, if we die, I just want to show off the Jade respawn mechanic, and I do believe we're going to die. I mean, these guys are incredibly low, but let's go ahead and start the battle and see what happens. And apparently we've made a ghost bleed through the power of Dan Aykroyd. That is one ghost down, baby. But I believe that's going to be our team down too. We might get through one more ghost. Maybe two. Oh, guys staying alive there. Now, if we had a self-heal here, this would be a really powerful thing. Our character here would be able to, you know, heal himself up every couple of turns. And that's another important thing for that heal. It's really important for the self-heal. So no surprise here, another defeat. Those ghosts are really evil. But let's retry. This will cost us some jade and also some smelting stuff. So if we had slept, this is the screen we would went to. We would come to this camp here. We'll try to heal everybody up, and we'll scrounge for materials, get an item component. So we'll see how that goes. We can also recruit a Ronin to the party or call up reserves. But even if we called a recruit in, I don't think we could deploy them. And if we called up reserves, we don't have another soldier, so we can do that. And we'll also go for the max health. And we're just going to go ahead and rest here. We are going to pull back regardless. It is a good idea to keep the jade, you know, in your bank account. But I'm just playing in a different way to kind of explain how things are done. Okay, we do have an attack speed upgrade now. So I think we are going to combine these two together. We could take two different items here. The cuirass and the leather glove. And we should be able to combine something to make nimble vambraces. So you can see there, more health and attack speed together. Pretty cool. Now, also, I think I'm going to go with the healing ability, too. Battle formation's a great idea, but the healing, that could make the difference here. Keep our people in the back a little bit. And begin. Ghosts get over here pretty quick, and they can almost, like, teleport. They lunge forward. So now our troops are fully healed. We have the extra ability. The item that we, you know, the extra ability is the item that we kind of forged gave us. One of our troops is down now, but two are knocked out. Healing ability there on the main. Got through. Okay, so that's exactly what I was expecting if we had healed up. So really playing that camp, for me, in my personal opinion, that camp, playing that out like that is a really good move. And now we get a bunch of abilities to choose from. Ooh, we could heal for 160. Imagine if we could combine those two together. Hold on. Imagine this mega heal. We make it like a big AoE heal or something, too. That'd be awesome. More boo. More smelting stock. Pretty. Okay. Let's go for... the final battle should be a little easier than that, too. So let's go ahead and see if we can combine these two cards together. Which we cannot. Rare and common. Well, I'll go for the 160 then. And that should be our only item. I thought we'd be able to combine those, but still we have a better one. Oh, we got a man down. I forgot we have a man down. Let's do this before we go to the emissary. And let's see. So we'll heal up and we'll do fortitude gained. That'll be good. Little nappy time. And now the final battle before we get the emissary. The emissary then unlocks a ton of new abilities.
My escorts are dead, and I need to get out of here.
And she's got a little sass, which I like too. Alright, unfortunately no full heal for this guy. He may go down again, but after this we're getting the hell out of here. And she can come along, right? We can deploy her too. She's got a ranged ability as a witch hunter. And again, showing off the power of that class again. Must be the developer's favorite, confirmed. Let's go. This guy actually might get a mega heal from one of our guys. Oh, nice. Wow, mega ultra deluxe heal. Look at that. Super powerful on that tactician. Wow. It is entirely possible to enter a battle with low health and come out with more health than what you went in with.
Masahiro assigns me, a witch hunter, to be an emissary. He then proceeds to ignore my advice. For months. After all that, the fool sent me out here on a perimeter check. And now you're saying I'm needed back at the watchtower? Fantastic.
Like pieces on a shogi board.
Yes, indeed. All right, we're going to do a tactical retreat, though. This is someone we've been looking for, and we're going to escort her back to the wall then with anything else that we may have gathered. Now, again, we would have been better off with a few of the other moves that I mentioned before, but, you know, sometimes you got to experiment things. So we killed 22 enemies, we got 2 fortitude, and it only took us about 12 minutes, coming out with also 6 smelting stock. Good stuff. A victory. Check with the emissary. Alright. So the emissary can communicate back with different families and give us different benefits of the crab clan. Can really bring up delicious power of the crab. Let's unlock that.
We'll be able to get our messages through to the right people.
Alright, and then you can see here with the different classes, the tactician, the witch hunter, the engineer, the scouts, and the exorcists, different things that they can get from spending all sorts of different points and materials and things like that. We can also exchange some of these things for other things, so a smelting stock for relics and reverse, etc. So very important to do some of this stuff, but it takes a little while to unlock those. But these are great abilities, like the ability to unlock a class and then also maybe upgrade a class too, to different types of equipment. So pretty nice. Magistrate here. So here is a...
Oushi will have an easier time running this watchtower now. Perhaps she has another mission for us?
Yeah, and those missions are side missions. So this gives us something else to do while we're working on the main mission. So really your first go-to could be a bunch of side missions in order to prepare for the main mission with the things that you can extract with. So you can, you know, level a character up quite a bit, and they may lose the ability cards that they go in with or earn while they're in there, but some things you can kind of keep forever. We also have some kind of challenges that we can claim for additional political capital. So those will be listed at the top, so always check this thing. So quests will give you more of that. Some of the things listed at the bottom. There's your main objective and story quest. You can only assign yourself to one at a time, so you'll find those when you go in, and then you can abandon your run to basically claim that early and then spend more points at the barracks. So again, other things that we get here, the XP, the fortitude, the level ups, important here. And then our characters here, when we get back to the barracks, see we're still making progression. So we can level this guy up. And we can choose a variety of different things. Once we click on that, we can give this guy an item slot. We can also give traits, masteries. We can also give an upgrade to basic stats. Or we could also pick a class for this character too. So we can go with more tacticians or a berserker, which I think a berserker would be fantastic at this point, which is probably what I was thinking of when I was calling them Ronin versus Samurai. But the class is indeed a berserker, and then we can either choose the Provoking Presence or the Rising Frenzy. And I think we'll do that one there too. So yeah, a little bit of a difference in his appearance now. So you're thinking to yourself, wait, where'd my guy go? Well, that's kind of who he became. You can still see the name and the XP and a few other things related to that. So now you see who you got. So then we go back out and we do it again and again and again on that main map until we get back to that goblin who stole our damn war banner, and we got to go get it. So speaking of going and getting it, you can get this game right now with the link down below in the description. Remember, releasing worldwide on March 4th, 2025, or you can play the demo so long as it's still up. I really enjoyed the demo, and I thought they did a great job of showcasing all the things that you can do in the game. I think the cards are well done. I like the art style, the music, the voice acting. There's a lot of care put into this, and I could tell that it's nothing but passion and also caution to make sure they made the right decisions, hired the right people, and also I hope that they also, I believe they chose the right person to help promote it with me. So thanks to them for sponsoring. I'll be playing this a lot more, and probably in my free time. Congratulations to the team on their upcoming launch, and especially to my friend Sebastian for working so hard through his life to release his first game. I'm very proud of him, and I hope you all enjoy. Thanks again for leaving a like. Thank you very much for subscribing. You guys are amazing. And I'll see you all soon. And Sebastian, I'll be coming to buy you a beer a little sooner than later. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.